Okay.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Melissa, and I did my lesson on first grade math, and that's with shapes, dealing with shapes. So for my first activity, I read a book called The Reading Triangle, and it's a book I got in the curriculum development room, and it just talks about shapes and how the triangle morphs into different shapes throughout his time, like traveling throughout the city, and he notices different shapes in people's arms and buildings and that sort of thing. So that would be the first thing I would do. I would read that. For my second activity, kind of going off the book, I would have a shape search. So I would have students look around the classroom, look at different people's movements and that sort of thing, and list where they see the different shapes. So here's a circle, square, rectangle, and triangle. So I would have the students list that. For my third activity, I would have students build their own artwork using the shapes that were discussed in the book and that they saw in the classroom. So in reality, I would have little shapes cut out, and I kind of did a little example here. And it would just be on small squares like that, and we would have the students glue just different artwork with using those shapes and getting familiar with the shapes and how they come together and how they maybe clash and that sort of thing. And after the students are done with their artwork, I would have them put it on the board, so to kind of display as they go, like as each group goes through, they would put it on there. For my fourth activity, I have a shape song. Let me get that set up real quick. And it just talks about the different shapes and how there's different sizes, like the different sides of it. So it's like a circle. Maybe you can kind of see it. So it's kind of cute. It's something that's kind of relatable, and they can practice it. Yeah. So they would do that. They would probably go through it 3 or 4 times, depending on how much time is allowed for each activity. And that would really help them really ground in the shapes and the different sides and that sort of thing. And then for my last activity, I would have a worksheet so that they can kind of, that's like my assessment aspect of it, and they can kind of list what they know from there and just kind of put that all in together. And then throughout the entire lesson plan, I would have the kids, the students, mark off when they finish their activity. That's it.